I never thought my name would ever be said by someone like him. My world used to be quiet. Too quiet, actually. I was the girl in the back row of class, head down, scribbling poems in my notebook, while others lived like they were born for the spotlight. My name's Evelyn Grace Monroe, but most people didn't even bother to learn it. At 24, I worked the late shift at Mel's Diner on South Wells Street in downtown Chicago, saving every dollar to one day move to Vermont and open a bookstore. I had no friends. No one ever really noticed me. Until he did. His name was Jackson Cole, but everyone just called him Jax. Rumor had it he ran half the south side of the city. He never smiled, always wore black. His boots made the kind of sound on the diner floor that made people look down or run. He'd roll in around 2 a.m., always alone, always ordering the same thing, black coffee and a slice of apple pie. No one dared ask questions, except me. I still remember the first time I spoke to him. It was a stormy Thursday night. The diner was nearly empty. Jax was sitting in his usual booth by the window, staring out at the rain like it owed him money. I noticed he hadn't touched his pie. I walked over, tray in hand, my voice barely above a whisper. "Is everything okay with the pie?" He looked up at me for the first time. His eyes, cold gray, like concrete after rain, met mine. I thought I'd faint. "It's fine," he said gruffly. "Just lost my appetite." I nodded, heart pounding, but something in me, something reckless, pushed back. "You always order it, but you never eat it." He blinked as if stunned someone had dared notice. Then, to my shock, he chuckled. A soft, low sound that didn't quite match his rough exterior. "Maybe I just like seeing you bring it." I nearly dropped the tray. That was the beginning. He started talking more after that. Nothing deep at first, just small things. My name, my favorite book, what time my shift ended. I tried not to fall for him. I knew who he was. Everyone warned me. "He's dangerous, Evelyn. He's not the kind of guy you bring home to your mama." But no one saw what I saw. They didn't see the man who once sat for 2 hours in the parking lot because he saw my tire was flat and didn't want me walking home alone. They didn't see the way he listened when I talked, like every word I said mattered. Or how he once left a hardcover copy of Jane Eyre on the counter. No note, just the book, my favorite. He was dangerous, yes, but to me, he was also kind. One night changed everything. It was past midnight when he walked in, shirt bloodied, a deep cut above his brow. He looked shaken, furious. I rushed to him. "Jax, what happened?" "Don't ask," he growled. "I just need to sit. Give me 5 minutes." I brought him a wet towel and locked the front door. He was breathing hard like he'd just come from hell. I sat across from him, trembling. "You're gonna get yourself killed one day," I whispered. He stared at me, then reached across the table and took my hand. His fingers were rough, warm. "I've been walking in the dark a long time, Evie," he murmured. "But when I see you, it's like someone lit a candle." I didn't say a word, just held his hand tighter. That night, he kissed me. It wasn't soft, it wasn't slow, it was desperate, like he needed something, anything, to remind him he was still alive. I kissed him back, tears falling down my cheeks, knowing full well that falling for a man like Jax was like dancing in the middle of a battlefield. But I didn't care. The months that followed were a blur. He started showing up earlier, walking me home after every shift. We'd sit on my fire escape, sharing greasy diner food and talking about everything, books, music, regrets. I saw pieces of his past in his eyes, abandonment, betrayal, violence, but he never let it define him around me. Then, one night, he didn't show up. I waited, called, nothing. By morning, I got a call from a blocked number. A voice, cold and unfamiliar, told me Jax had been arrested. Set up, betrayed by someone close. I felt my world collapse. I visited him in county jail 2 days later. He looked different, bruised, tired. But when he saw me, he smiled, really smiled, for the first time. "Guess this is the part where you walk away," he joked bitterly. I stood, looked him in the eye, and said, "Guess you don't know me that well." We held hands through glass. That was the last time I saw him. He served 14 months. I sent him letters every week. He wrote back once a month, always short, always signed J. When he got out, he didn't come back to the diner. Not for weeks. Then one night, I walked out the back after my shift and found him leaning against the brick wall, same black boots, same stormy eyes. "Miss me?" he asked, trying to sound casual. I ran to him, hugged him like the world was ending. He didn't say anything for a while, just held me. Then he whispered, "I'm done, Evie. Done with that life. I want more now. I want you." It wasn't easy. People talked. My boss nearly fired me. My neighbors crossed the street when they saw him. But he never lost his temper. Never raised his voice. Slowly, Jax changed. He started helping at a local mechanic shop, got his GED, even went to therapy. We moved in together after a year. My bookstore, he made it happen. Took out a loan under his name, gutted the space himself. Whispers and Wine opened 6 months later. A small, cozy shop with shelves made of reclaimed wood and a reading nook filled with beanbags. People said, we wouldn't last. But every night when he reads beside me, dog-eared book in hand, or when he touches my face like I'm the most precious thing he's ever known, I know I made the right choice. I still make apple pie on Thursdays. And he still doesn't eat it, but he always smiles when I bring it. And now I know why.